Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq and SPX price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Let's start with Nasdaq here on the daily or on the 1 hour chart to see what happened, of course, for Nasdaq. Basically, we are looking for this expanding flat ABC possibility here for a wave C as a target between 22K500, 22K200. During this move towards the downside, we said, of course, it is a testing area that we're gonna face in this zone here because, of course, we might finish 5 waves towards the downside as a running flat and moving towards the upside, right? Now, you can count this, of course, definitely as 5 waves, as, of course, leading diagonal wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. However, if we take a look inside this move towards the downside, you can also call it just simple one impulse towards the downside as well, which it can turn it into 3 waves downward, right? And especially that this wave 2 reflect perfectly, of course, this wave 4. So the possibility here is higher for an ABC probably, which it can be a wave 2 moving towards the upside, or it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 in a running flat, A, B, and a C, and moving towards the upside. Therefore, the structure itself can be, of course, two-faced here as ABC, or it can be probably a 1, 2, and then a wave 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. Now, the answer that we would like to have, if we continue for higher, or we can, if we reverse to higher, or we continue downward, is of course will be given over there. Now inside it here on the 1 hour chart, I don't see yet, of course, 5 waves up. I see simply 3 waves, and you can see it much clearer, of course, on the 15-minute chart, where you have potentially, let's say, this is your wave A, and let's say it is an impulse, right? It is in wave A, B, and a potentially wave C here is, of course, unfolding as an ending diagonal, turning this into, of course, 3 waves towards the upside. Meaning, you're still, of course, corrective here. Nothing is yet, of course, impulsive for higher prices. Now, if we want to see, of course, downward price, you would like simply to take the low, right? In both case scenario, if you are looking for higher here, you're gonna seek after 1, 2, right? And then moving towards the upside. If the price continues and takes the low, this is your confirmation. Definitely we're moving to our next target, which is, of course, the blue scenario. Never forget as well that this also can turn into a bigger A, B, and a C here, probably can be. And then, of course, dropping down toward the downside. Again, we're gonna, of course, check this. Once in case we move for higher, we're gonna check the 1-to-1 level or around it. And then, of course, if we move downward, then therefore, of course, this might be your scenario, especially if you take this low again, right? So where it is our signal that we drop down, of course, for this wave C continuation toward the downside. All right, so that was it for Nasdaq. For the US 500 here, SPX, we are in the same scenarios. Of course, we didn't reach even the testing area yet, but our target is 6,170, 6,120, and we're looking here at a potential expanding flat, right? During this move towards the downside, where you would like to see actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 somehow, this probably can be a finished 5 waves here, which it might be your wave 1. And in this case, if this is your wave 1, you would like to see 3 waves toward the upside for a wave 2, and then dropping down, of course, for lower. Now, if we dive inside it as well on the 1 hour chart here, we can see clearly, of course, if this is your impulse, wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Now, your wave 4 here, this wave 4, is not really reflecting, of course, this wave 2, right? I mean, it's fine, it looks okay, but it's not double time, right? So you would like to see, of course, a double time here, wave 4. And in this case, we don't really have it yet, and we're looking potentially here to a reflection for a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which means, of course, very likely wave 3, wave 4 might be, of course, still unfolding over there, and you're moving for a wave 5 toward the downside. Okay, so this is, of course, invalidation of bearish. And that means this price action here is 6,435 might be your invalidation for the bearish. For the invalidation for Nasdaq, by the way, we also need to have one which is a little bit far here. And let's remove this, by the way. We don't need it. So basically here, you can be even in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want to forget also a potential wave 2, where I mentioned, okay, it might be the thing, and then we continue the drop toward the downside. So invalidation, I would say, in case that this is 1, 2, 3 right now, you're looking at also as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let's say also you might be in this scenario in an invalidation as well of bearish, which is around 23,637. Yep, so that was it for Nasdaq and SPX as a quick update for the daily. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.